We're going to start page 17 right now. Want to make sure that you actually pause the video in a second and read the top of page 17 where all of the brown boxes are. If you take a moment and just look at these explanations right now, it'll help my explanation. So pause the video and take a minute and read the explanations at the top of the page to yourself. Then we're going to skip 68. We're going to go down to number 69, channel 3. A lot of the new stuff is introduced in channel 3. We've been talking about time signatures and clef signs a little bit. We know that we have our clef sign, the curly Q or the backwards C if you're a trombone, at the beginning of our music. And then there's the space, and I was talking before about the key signature. And then after that is going to be your time signature. So I'll put this up here, and I'm going to stick with the curly Q, so the clef sign, the treble clef sign. We've got our clef sign. And then over here we usually have, which is the space after, we have our key signature, which if there's a flat there, it tells us what notes we're playing flat, okay? And then there's gonna be the time signature. We are used to playing in 4/4, 2 4s, 4 4. But if you look at number 69, you see that the time signature is now 3/4. This means that there are 3 beats in a measure. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, we are now going to be doing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it's a different feel, okay? So we have 3 beats in a measure. If you look on number 69, you'll also notice in measure 3, we have a tie. And since we're in 3/4, we have a half note tied to a quarter note. That's going to be 3 beats. You also notice in measure 4, there's a new type of note. It is a half note with a dot. Okay, how many beats is that? Well, we are in a time signature of 3/4, so there's only 3 beats in the measure. This is the only note in that measure, which means that this has to be 3 beats. If you look at the top of your page, it'll tell you that this is a dotted half note, which means you're going to play the note for 3 beats. Let's practice that right now. Measure 4 has a dotted half note. Let's just play that one note for 3 beats. Ready, play. If you compare measures 3 and 4, you'll notice that they're actually the same thing. They're just showing you 2 different ways to do it. Measure 3 has 2 notes tied together, and measure 4 has the same note as a dotted half note. So let's practice that. Ready? Measures 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3. Good. Now, you should be pretty comfortable with the new note that was introduced on page 16 on number 62. A flats for flutes and trombones, B flats for clarinet and trumpet and tenor saxophone, and F for alto saxophone. If you look at number 69, you're going to go back to the beginning. You have your clef sign, you have your time signature. Look in the space in between in your key signature, and you'll notice flutes and trombones, you have 3 flats, which is going to tell you B flat, E flat, and A flat. Clarinet, trumpet, tenor saxophone, you have your 1 flat, so that's telling you that you're going to be playing B flat. 1 flat, my friends, always means B flat. 2 flats always means B flat and E flat. And 3 flats means B flat, E flat, and A flat. So trumpets and clarinets, we mostly stick right here with the B flat, and trombones and flutes, Okay, we're B flat, E flat, and A flat. So make sure that you review that note and that you understand that you're playing that note because of the key signature. All right, let's try it. Ready? One time through number 69. We have 3 beats in a measure, so I'm going to give you 2 measures of 3 to start with. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. Now, if you notice at the very end, you have the 2 dots. That's a repeat sign. As a challenge, you could go ahead and try to play the song twice. So play all the way through 69 and then bounce back and play all the way through again. Good luck.